Hello, my dear student. I am Krishna Kumar. Today we start the new topic reproduction. Reproduction is the biological process by which living organisms produce their new individuals of the same kind of species. By reproduction, organisms able to produce their individuals of the same kind, and the reproduction is necessary for the survival and increase in the population of a species. If organisms do not reproduce, their population decreases and a species will become extinct. First we see here, do organisms create carbon copies of themselves? As we know, the DNA transfer the characteristics in living organisms. The DNA molecules in the chromosomes in the nucleus is responsible for the transfer of characters from the parents to the offspring. During reproduction, the reproductive cells produce two copies of the DNA which separate into two cells. The DNA copies will be similar but not identical to each other. So when the DNA recombination takes place, at that time when the DNA is makes their copy, some units of their nucleotide chains are get changed. Due to this reason, the DNA molecules are get changed, they become separate. The DNA copies will be similar but not identical to each other, so the new individuals have slight variations from their parents. This is the base for variations and evolutions of new species, and variation is necessary for all kind of the living organisms to survive in the changeable climatic conditions. Now, the importance of variation. As we know, during DNA copying, during reproduction, there is not the identical DNA is transferred. The during reproduction, it is important for maintaining the body design of different organisms to survive in the existing environment. But the environment is constantly changing due to changes in temperature, climate, water levels, and the other kind of climatic factors. If organisms cannot adjust themselves to the changes in the environment, then their species will become extinct. And so there is need of the variations, there is need of the some kind of the change, there is need of the new kind of the characteristics develop in their body, and therefore the organisms can survive in the changeable climatic conditions. If there are variations in some individuals of a species, they may be able to survive the changes in the environment. If the variation takes place in individual and not in the species, then only the individuals can survive, but the species cannot be survived. So that the variations is very important, but the variations should be in all individuals of the same kind of the species. The type of reproduction. There are two main type of reproduction in living organisms. They are asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is the type of reproduction in which new individuals are produced from a single parent. Sexual reproduction, it is the mode of reproduction in which two individuals are involved to produce a new individuals by formation of the gamete. When the gamete is get fused, after fusion, the zygote is produced, and by forming the zygote, the new individuals are produced, and this mode of reproduction is known as sexual mode of reproduction. Asexual reproduction is of different kinds, different types. They are fission, budding, regeneration, fragmentation, spore formation, and vegetative propagation. The first we see the fission. Fission is an asexual mode of reproduction by which a unicellular organism divides and forms two or more new individuals. Fission is of two types: binary fission and multiple fission. The binary fission takes place in the favorable conditions, but the multiple fission takes place in the organism during unfavorable conditions. The binary fission, it is the mode of asexual mode of reproduction. It is a type of fission. In this method, an organism divides and forms two daughter cell or two individuals. First, the nucleus is divided and forms two nuclei. This is known as karyokinesis. And then the cytoplasm divides and forms two daughter cells, and this is known as cytokinesis. So during the binary fission, there is the two processes are simultaneously takes place: karyokinesis and cytokinesis. In amoeba, in paramecium, or in simple living organisms, the binary fission takes place, and the multiple fission is also takes place in the unicellular organisms such as amoeba, paramecium, but in the unfavorable conditions. In this method, one organism divides into many daughter cells, and then the new number of organisms are produced during the multiple fission. During the multiple fission, the first karyokinesis takes place, and during the karyokinesis, the one nucleus is divided into number of nuclei. Around the nuclei, the cytoplasm is get condensed and surrounded to form the new membrane, and then when the favorable conditions get returned, then the cyst which is formed around the cell of the unicellular organism is get burst, and the number of new organisms are produced. Now we see the budding. In this method, a bud-like projections is formed on the body of the organism. The bud then develops into a new individual. It then separates from the parents or detaches from the parent's body and forms an independent individual. For example, in Hydra, in yeast, the budding process, by the budding process, the new organisms are produced. The regeneration. In this method, a part of the body, if the organism, if cut or broken, can develop into a new individuals. In regeneration, when the body parts of the organism is divided into several parts, then from the divide from the separate part, the new individuals can be produced by developing the miscellaneous parts of the organism. For example, in Hydra, in Planaria, starfish, the regeneration takes place. Fragmentation is the mode of asexual reproduction. In this method, the body of a simple multicellular organism breaks up into smaller pieces on maturation, and each fragment develop into new individuals. So, in simple living organisms, for example, in Spirogyra, the body parts of the organism is divided into number of pieces, and from the broken piece, the new individuals can be produced, and this mode of reproduction is known as fragmentation. Spore formation. In this method, structures called sporangia produce tiny cells called spores. These spores are very light in weight and can be spread into the air, and when the spores come in contact with the moist surface, uh, when the spores get the favorable conditions, then it develops into the new individuals. For example, mucor, penicillium, rhizomes, these are the example in which the spore formation is takes place. The new organisms are produced by the formation of spore. Vegetative propagation is also the mode of asexual mode of reproduction in which the new organisms are produced from the vegetative part of the plant, like root, stem or leaf. For example, from roots such as in dahlia, sweet potato; from stem, for example, potato, ginger; from leaf such as bryophyllum, begonia. By these, the new organisms can be produced, new plants can be developed, and so this mode of reproduction in which the new plants are developed by the vegetative part is known as vegetative propagation. Thank you for watching my video. Again, I come with the new video. Thank you.